Hey guys, Chris James here from KLS Percussion. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 basic strokes of snare drum playing. So these 4 strokes are the building blocks to all the rudiments you know, flams, paradiddles, drags. It's incredibly important that you have an understanding how to execute each of these 4 basic strokes individually in order to gain the speed and control you want to advance in your playing. So grab your sticks, grab your pad. I'm going to give you some exercises to go through. Let's dive in. Okay, so the first stroke that we're going to begin with is the rebound stroke. It starts up, it ends up, it rebounds just as if you were throwing a ball down. We like to use this one a lot for exercises like 8 on a hand, just to wake our hands up and to remind ourselves that this stick, we want it to bounce. That's the whole purpose of using the stick, right, versus using our hands. So I'm going to start up, I'm going to end up, I'm just going to throw it down like a ball, but with my fingers loosely wrapped around it, and it's going to rebound right back at me. Just like that. So let's do this. We're going to do 8 of these rebound strokes together. I'm going to put on the metronome. Okay, 8 in the right hand, 8 in the left hand. Here we go. 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the left hand. Good. All right. So the whole time you were feeling the stick rebound back out. You're hearing it resonate. You're hearing the pad resonate as well, or the drum, depending on what you're playing on. This stroke also has a few other names. Sometimes it's called a free stroke, sometimes it's called a legato stroke. I use rebound stroke most often just to remind ourselves that it is supposed to be rebounding. All right, the next stroke is called a downstroke. So the downstroke starts up just like the rebound stroke did. The only difference is it ends down at the head. It doesn't return back to that up position. So in order for that to happen, my wrist will not follow the stick back up. It will stay down and my fingers will cushion the stroke at the end after it hits the pad. It is really important not to grab the stick into your hand before it hits the pad. So it is not this. You can physically see the impact going up my arm of that. I'm holding onto it way too much before I even strike the pad. I actually wanted to rebound for a tiny, tiny little split second, but then my fingers are going to cushion the bottom of the stroke and my wrist is going to stay down, which is therefore it's going to keep the stick down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the metronome back on, but this time every 2 clicks I'm going to play a downstroke. And I'll do 4 in the right hand, 4 in the left hand. 4 downs in the right and then the left. Here we go. 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, go. Down, 2. Now left hand. All right, very good. So what's important is that you are still relaxed in the hand. You're still actually letting the stick rebound. It just so happens that you're stopping it at the bottom of the stroke. From here, we're going to move on to the tap stroke. The tap is a nice low stroke. I can execute it with my wrist, or maybe at higher tempos, I might even do it with my fingers. Kind of like juggling a ball, or bouncing a ball, I should say, or with my wrist. Tap starts low, ends low. It's actually kind of what we use most of the time, if you think about it. At that volume, that nice mezzo forte volume. So I'm going to put my metronome back on. Let's try doing 8th notes. 8th note taps to the metronome. 1, 3, and 1 and 2 and ready, taps. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Good, and stop. Good, all right. Those were our taps. So to review, we have the rebound stroke, the downstroke, the tap stroke. Last but not least is the upstroke. The upstroke is going to start low and end high. It does not, there's no prep to the upstroke. It doesn't come up before it drops down. It drops from its low location. Okay? What's important here is to understand that often the upstroke preps you for either a rebound or a down. That's really its purpose. So I equate this to almost as if you accidentally touched the oven, right? Or the hot plate or something, and you touch them. Ow! That's kind of what we think about. So we're just going to drop it in and lift right up. Okay, so now, just like what I did with the downstroke, I'm going to do I'm going to put the metronome on. We're going to do an upstroke every 2 clicks. 4 in the right hand, 4 in the left hand. Here we go. 1, 3, and 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, left. All right. Kind of tricky, right? So the thing is, and we can also practice those one after the other, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And if this is tricky for you, please put it at a slower tempo and practice it at a slower tempo. Right now I'm at 126 beats per minute, but of course you can go slower to really grasp that motion if you haven't, if you're just starting on this journey of working on your 4 basic strokes. So, for the purposes of our exercise right now, because this is probably new to you, I'm going to go a little bit slower for you. So let's go down to about 108. All right, here we go, 108. We're going to do 4 in each hand, and let's do it 8 times, okay? Rebound, down, tap, up, in that order. Here we go. 1, 3, and rebound, down, tap, go! Rebound, down, tap, up, up, rebound, down, tap, up, rebound, down, tap. One more time. Good. All right. Kind of tricky, right? Keep working on it. I promise you'll get there. These 4 basic strokes make up all of our rudiments. I'm going to go over that in some future videos, so stay tuned, subscribe, practice this exercise, and practice them individually as well. We'll meet up in some more videos. All right. Good luck, you guys. Keep practicing.